Hi everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we are making this Simply Bright Granny Square. This is such a simple project and I think it would look great if you made a bunch of these in different colors and then attached them and made a big blanket or a baby blanket, even smaller. But we are using simple stitches such as the moss stitch in this middle square, then simple double crochet stitches around this edge, and then going back to the moss stitch around the outside edge and finishing this off. So this moss stitch is just single crochets and chains, and then we have the double crochet and then more single crochets and chains. Super simple crochet granny square. I have to say a huge thank you to We Crochet and Knit Picks for providing the yarn today for this project. This is called Brava yarn. I lost the label on that one, but it's the same yarn here as Brava worsted weight yarn. It is an acrylic yarn, and I'm just using a small amount for this square. I'm using, this color is called Clarity, and then this yellow color I believe is called Dandelion, but correct me if I'm wrong because I lost the label. But this is a size 4 medium worsted weight yarn. So you can use anything equivalent to any worsted weight type of yarn that you can find. And then we're going to use an H size crochet hook, which is 5mm, and this fancy crochet hook is from the Etsy shop, Would Be Fancy. It's just hand carved and ergonomic. It fits in the palm of your hand really nicely. You can get this at the Etsy shop, and I will link it in the description of this video. There's right-handed hooks, left-handed hooks. They're very lightweight, and you can choose your favorite hook size to be inserted in there. So like I said, we're using an H size hook there today. Also a scissors and a yarn needle to cut your yarn and sew in your ends when you cut your yarn. So those are all the supplies we need for this square. It comes to be, with an H size hook, 6 inches, a little over 6 inches, like 6 1/4. So if you wanted to go down a hook size to a G hook, that'd be fine, as well as going up a size if you wanted to make it 6 1/2 inch square, you can use an I sized hook. So I'm just going to get started here. We're going to make another square exactly like this one, but I'm going to alternate the colors. So instead of having this yellow, bright yellow in the middle here, I'm going to have this in the middle for this tutorial, and then this yellow color in this section here, and we'll show you in this tutorial. So let's get started and make the Simply Bright Granny Square. If you have any questions about this project or need to see where the supplies are, check out all the links in the description of this video. You can find all my social medias as well, so make sure you follow me. And my dad is videotaping this tutorial, so I have to say a big thank you to him, and he's going to zoom in very closely so you can see where our stitches are going. So let's start here. We're going to make a slip knot, so I'm putting my short end over my long end, then folding this down, and then pulling that long end through and pulling tight. Okay, there's a slip knot, and then you can insert your hook and we can start. So to begin, we are going to chain 2. So yarn over and pull through 1 and 2. And then in that second chain from the hook right here, we are going to put single crochet, chain 2. So go into that chain way over here, go in, there we go. Then yarn over and pull it through, and then yarn over and pull through both loops on your hook. That's a single crochet. Then we're going to chain 2. 1 and 2. And that whole sequence we're going to do 4 times. So single crochet back into that same spot right there. Go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, then chain 2. 1 and 2. So that was our second time. Going again for a third time, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then chain 2. Okay, last time here, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and chain 2. Okay, now let me grab a little bit more yarn here. It looks like I have a little knot in my yarn. Gotta get rid of that. Oh, I wonder how that happened. We'll be back in a second here. we go. So going on to the next step, to finish off round 1, we are going to slip stitch to the first single crochet stitch. So right here is the first single crochet. Okay, so go into that loop, the front and back loop right there, go in, then yarn over, pull through, and pull through the loop on your hook and pull tight. Okay, and that secures everything, and you can see the mini little square that you have. So the chain 2 spaces are your corners. The single crochets are your sides. So going on to the next row round, we are going to chain 1 and turn our work around. So chain 1, turn your work just like this. Now we're going to work in this chain 2 space right here. And in this chain 2 space, we are going to single crochet. So go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're going to chain 2 because we're in the corner, 1 and 2, and single crochet back into the same corner space. Okay, now we are going to skip this single crochet and we're going to chain 1. So yarn over, pull through, hop over to the next corner, chain 2 space, and make your corner stitches. So the corner stitches are single crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet back into that same corner, just like that. Then chain 1, hop to the next corner, and do the same thing. Single crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet. Then chain 1, and hop to the last corner right here, and make your last corner stitches. Single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. To finish round 2, we are going to chain 1 and slip stitch to the first single crochet stitch right here. So ignore this chain 1 right here, you can barely see it. Go into the actual single crochet stitch, yarn over, pull through, and through the loop on your hook and pull tight. Then chain 1 and turn your work around. Okay. The reason we are turning our work is so that this square doesn't turn out slanted. If you don't turn your work and you go many rounds with doing this stitch, your square will turn out slanted. So you don't want to do that. My pattern is going away. Here we go. So round 3 says to single crochet into this first chain 1 space right here. So go into this single crochet, or I'm sorry, this chain 1 space and single crochet in there. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, we had already chained 1. Okay, so there's your single crochet. So now chain 1 and hop to the corner, chain 2 space right here. Okay, we're going to go in there and make our corner stitches. Just like the last round, it was single crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet. Now on your sides, you're just going to chain 1, single crochet in a chain 1 space, then chain 1, and then hop to the next corner right here. And that is your moss stitch starting out. We're just working that corner, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Now chain 1, hop to this single or this chain 1 space right here on the side of your square, go in and single crochet, chain 1, hop to the next corner, and just continue repeating that all the way around. Okay, so I'm just going to finish this last side and then I'll be right back for round 4. Alright, finishing round 3, we're going to chain 1 after that last corner, and we're going to slip stitch to the first single crochet right there. So go into the first single crochet stitch that's on the side and yarn over, pull through and through. Now we are going to chain 1 and turn our work around. Okay, and now we are going to work round 4. Round 4 is just a repeat of round 3, just every round now there will be more chain 1 spaces on the sides that you have to work your single crochets in. But just always chain 1 between your single crochets. Okay, so I just worked a single crochet in this first chain 1 space, then chain 1, Then we're at the corner at this point here, so we're going to single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet in every corner. Now on the sides we are chaining 1 after the corner, going into the first chain 1 space, single crocheting in there, then chain 1, hop to the next chain 1 space there and single crochet in there, then chain 1, hop to the next chain 2 space here, in this case is the corner. So we are going to make our corner stitches. But for the rest of the rounds, until round 9, we are just going to be repeating this round 3, this is round 4. So we are repeating round 4 until we finish round 9. So I'm going to do this moss stitch design until I finish round 9. And after every row, just make sure to slip stitch to the first single crochet and then turn your work. Okay, then chain up 1 and go on to the next round. So you can see here I'm finishing up this round 4. I'm going to chain 1 here, slip stitch to the first single crochet like I just said, turn your work around, chain 1, and now I'm going on to round 5. So I'm going to do rounds 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 off camera, just repeating this moss stitch design. And then once I finish round 9, I will come back and show you what to do next. Alright, I just finished round 9 here. I'm going to slip stitch to the first single crochet, yarn over, pull through and through. And now I'm going to fasten this part off because the next round we are going to start in a corner. So let's chain 1 and cut this yarn and pull it through this chain 1 here and pull tight. So this is what it should look like right now. Okay, cute. So now the next step is to make this double crochet round, and it's very simple, and I'm going to use this yellow color to alternate these squares. So let me grab some of this yellow, it's like a golden yellow color, and we're going to start in a corner. Let me get my pattern up here. It says in an accent color in any corner space, insert your hook. Okay, so I'm just going to start in this corner here, I guess. Hook it on your hook here, pull it through, and what I like to do is take this little short strand and wind it around my working yarn in the back here, just so it gets sewn in when I chain up 3 for this round here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then I'll drop that in the back and I will continue working. So in this corner here, this chain 3 counts as a double crochet stitch. So in this corner, we are going to make our corner stitches, and in this first corner is going to be a double crochet. So yarn over, go into that chain 2 space, yarn over and pull it through, then yarn over and pull through 2 of the loops on your hook, and then yarn over and pull through those other 2 loops. That's a double crochet. So we're going to chain 2 now for the corner, 1 and 2, and we're going to put 2 more double crochets into that corner chain 2 space. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, another double crochet. Okay, so you can see here it looks like 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets in the corner. Now it says to chain 1 and double crochet in the very next single crochet, or actually I'm sorry, in the very next chain 1 space. So chain 1 and then double crochet into this chain 1 space here. So yarn over, go in to this chain 1 space and just put a double crochet in there. Okay, and do that all the way to the next corner. So chain 1 and then double crochet into the next chain 1 space on this side. Okay, so we're basically doing the moss stitch just with double crochets. So double crochet in the chain 1 space, then chain 1. Double crochet in the chain 1 space, then chain 1. Okay, and we're going to do that to the side, and then, or to the corner here, and then once I get to this corner, I'll show you what to do in there, and then I'll leave you to do the rest of this round. So I'm coming up to this side, to the end of this side, I should say. Okay, chain 1, go into this corner, chain 2 space here, and make your corner stitches. So that is 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, then chain 2, 1 and 2, and then 2 more double crochets into there. 1 and 2. Perfect. Now we are going to work on this side exactly how we did this side and this corner for each of the corners. So we're going to chain 1 and just work double crochets into the chain 1 spaces and chain 1 in between your stitches. And just repeat. So do that all the way around, and just remember to chain 1 before and after your corners. And in the corners put 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. And just do that all the way around, and when I get back to the beginning here, I'll show you how to do the next step. Alright, I'm just finishing round 10 here. We're going to chain 1 and then slip stitch to the beginning, chain up 3 stitch here. 1, 2, 3, right at the top. We're just going to go under this front loop there, and then the back loop there. Okay, and then yarn over, pull through everything on your hook, and pull tight. Now we're going to change back to our main color here. So I'm going to chain 1 and then cut my yarn, and then pull that through and pull it tight. And then you're going to start in a corner and bring back your main color, hook that on. And then, like I said, I like to twist this little straggler in the back a few times. And then chain 1. Okay, and that secures, sort of. There we go. So now going on to round 11, attach your main color into a chain 2 corner space and chain up 1. And now we're going to single crochet into here. So go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 2, and then single crochet back into that same corner. And that's for every corner. We're going to single crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. Now it says to chain 1 and single crochet into this very first double crochet on the side. So you might have to slide your stitches over to see that first double crochet stitch. And we're going to single crochet in there. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, just like that. So just make sure after your corner stitches, we're going to chain 1 and then single crochet into this double crochet. And now we're going to work into the chain 1 spaces on the side here. We're going to do the moss stitch pattern. So chain 1 and skip this double crochet stitch now. Go into this chain 1 space and single crochet in there. Then chain 1, hop to the next chain 1 space and single crochet in there. Chain 1, hop to the next, single crochet. And just do that till the next corner. Okay, and I'm just going to go a little faster here so you can see, because they're just doing single crochet, chain 1 at this point. Going to the corner now, I've single crocheted into this last chain 1 space on this side. We're going to chain 1 and then single crochet into the last double crochet on this side. So skip this double crochet, but single crochet into this double crochet. Okay, then chain 1 and then make your corner stitches into this corner. So single crochet, chain 2, and then single crochet. And now exactly what we did over here and on this side, we're going to do over here. So chain 1 and single crochet on the first double crochet of this side. And then work on the moss stitch across. So chain 1, go into the chain 1 space here, and work your single crochet. Then chain 1, go into the next chain 1 space, and single crochet. Okay? And do that all the way around, and in every corner, just make sure before and after your corner stitches, you chain 1. So chain 1 and then work your corner stitches in here, which is a single crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet. Then chain 1, and then work in the first and the last double crochet on the sides as well. If you need to rewind this to see how I did that, you can, but just continue working that all the way around, and once I'm finished with round 11, we'll go on to round 12. Alright, I'm just finishing this round up. We can go on to round 12. Just make sure to chain 1 and single crochet to the first single crochet of this round. Alright. For this next round, if you want to turn your work, you can. If you don't want to, no big deal. I'm going to slip stitch into this corner stitch here, just like that, and chain 1. Okay, and we're going to work the same moss stitch like we worked in this bottom section here, how we repeated round 4. We're just going to work the moss stitch now. So chain, or single crochet, chain 2, single crochet into the corners, then chain 1, hop to the next chain 1 space, and single crochet. Then chain 1, hop to the next chain 1 space and single crochet in there, and just keep doing that until the corner. And in the corners, put a single crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet. So that is it. So I will finish this round and we'll come back and fasten off together. Alright, when you're finishing round 12, just chain 1 and slip stitch to the first single crochet of this round, and we can fasten off. So let's chain 1 and cut our yarn, pull it through that chain 1 and pull tight. And then we could just grab our yarn needle and sew in our ends. And I suggest you sew in your ends as you go. I just yarn my needle, just like that, and go underneath these stitches in the back, and it is all hidden underneath. Now, I want to say a huge thank you to We Crochet for providing the yarn for this project. You can get a very wide range of colors in this Brava yarn and make a bunch of squares like this in all different colors. I think it just looks so lovely. And make sure to check out the links in the description of this video, where you can get all the supplies as well as all my social medias, links and everything. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. Look at how lovely that looks. If you make a bunch of these squares and attach them, that's gonna look so pretty. Oh my gosh. This was the Simply Bright Granny Square. Thanks to my dad for filming the whole thing and editing it and taking all the photos and everything. Big thank you to you for watching. Until next time, happy hooking!